Hello, everybody. It's my lunchtime, so let me spend several minutes to introduce a paper by my technical brother at Cass Western Reserve. Um, this is my lunch. This is rice noodle, so with eggs and chicken soup. So it's delicious. So I give thanks to my wife. So the paper I'm going to talk about is this. So online tracking of bearing, wearing, using wavelet packet decomposition and probabilistic modeling, a method for bearing prognostics. So previously, I introduced the paper written by myself and my advisor, Kenneth Loparo, uh, using wavelet transform and fuzzy inference. So this is paper by Hasan using a wavelet packet decomposition plus probabilistic modeling. Basically, is Markov methods, hidden Markov methods is HMMM. Uh, so the authors are Hasan Oleg. He's a professor in Turkey now, and Kenneth Loparo. He's a retired professor from Cass Western Reserve. Uh, and Fred, at that time, he was with Rockwell Automation. So I met with Fred when I was studying over there between 1997 and 2000. I presented two tasks. One is model-based diagnostics method. The other is wavelet-based methods. And we co-authored on the two conference papers with Fred and Alan, another colleague from Rockwell. So yeah, I can show you quickly. This is Hasan Lake. That's his Google Scholar profile, and this is a wavelet paper that. Yeah, this is Fred, and this Joe Young and Alan are all from Rockwell Automation. So and there's another paper. This is a paper I'm going to talk about, and this is another paper by me, Ken, and the Rockwell colleagues. So let's look at this paper. So let's walk through this quickly. So this paper, Hasan was my technical brother. When I was at Cass Western Reserve, he was undergraduate with national scholarship from Turkey, and then he continued with his PhD with my advisor and in the same group. And he's an excellent guy. Actually, I purchased my first car. It's a Mitsubishi Eclipse 1991 from Hasan. So it's a great guy, very smart, very nice guy. So I hope I can meet him sometimes in Turkey on in the US or back at case. So this is a method, and let me give a quick view as one is the key point wavelet packet decomposition, WPD, and another technique is hidden Markov models. So here's the figure. So wavelet transform is typically is like you have one level of approximation A plus different levels details. Say 10. If you do 10 level decomposition, you have 10 level details. But here is the decomposition is different. You got the high and low pass filter. Eventually, you have A D A. You get more level of decompositions. Not yet, but you got different combinations. Approximation of detail from approximation. So you got if you want to use all these variables as to form the feature vectors, you're gonna have more elements in the feature vector. So that's and this one is the three-state Markov model of weather is it uses a generic Markov model. I took the course on stochastic process when I was at graduate school in 1990. when I was in China at Huazhong University of Science Technology. So, and this one is a three-state left to right hidden Markov model. If you want more, go to you can just find a YouTube video on this, or just Google that, or you can ask Chat GPT today. And another thing I want to introduce, this is the test bed. I think it should be part of the Rockwell Automation Lab, Fred's lab. So here you can see that I have a model which using a drive bell to drive the bearing, and you got the bearing axial load, and which you can change the load, apply different level of load. It's and collect a different test of data, and the method. So the feature extraction, feature vector formation, is using all the elements that we get from a wavelet package decomposition, and then you can use that to diagnose the severity and tracking that. So they use the method is using Markov model is to train that using the normal condition data, and anything deviate from that you can use a threshold to detect a certain level of force, and you can monitor that evolution of force severity. And here's some of the results. So you can see that. So a universe force in this case, and this is kurtosis. Kurtosis is the fourth order statistics we mentioned before. So this statistical feature. So and these figures. So the ball force and outer rest force. So remember in this test rig, you can look at the inner rest. So you can apply ball force or running element for apply outer rest force, inner rest force at different levels. So that's a good part. In this case, they just keep running that for 50 days until they by applying different load. Eventually, the bearing was fully defective. So this is good. This is good. This basically is a feasibility study, and this shows how this works. Markov modeling can help you detect that change and even help us monitor the evolution of the defects and get to the fifth day as the crash. So this is a very good paper. So and yeah, hopefully this good lunchtime seminar. It take us less than 8 minutes. So